Hello, friends.
Алло,
Thank you for your
алло,
presence.
Лапочка, я тебя не слышу.
Thank you for coming every week, doing this work together. Today, both Efrat and Helen are with their families because it is the Jewish New Year today, Rosh Hashanah. So I will today share a few impressions about the area. What for me is very present is how badly rattled the Middle East, West Asia is by this outgoing sixth ray. For me, it looks like a squeezing process that's going on in the Middle East. Like they are squeezed between the two great lines of force in the world, the Western powers and the new rising powers of the East and South, and this rearranging balance. And in this rearranging these in-between areas, the Middle East, also the Eastern Europe, they seem to be squeezed in this process. And of course, this comes along with unbearable human violence and suffering. And also we can see this, sense this in the subtler planes. There's this huge pressure. And maybe if you try to think of a positive outcome, something positive that may come out of this pressure, we could perhaps hope for Israel that it may be squeezed out of its belief that only by force it can secure its homeland. And maybe for the Arab and Muslim states, we could hope that they will be squeezed out of their religious sectarianism, the sixth ray that is still so strong, and that they will find their sovereignty and a healthy sense of self in unifying. Yeah, today we have two special opportunities that we can utilize in our work. One is, as I said, the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. It's a unifying time for Jewish people, unifying around their families and also around the best and most hopeful values in Judaism. So this collective field now, the Jewish people, Israeli Jews and Jews all over the world, this could be especially receptive to higher vibrations. And also in a few minutes, in 15 minutes or so, we will have the exact time of the equinox. And this is a perfect moment to align with the new group of world servers and standing together in focused intent as a magnet of stability. We know when times are very difficult, the hierarchy meets in silence. in perfect harmony. Through consonance of vibrations, hierarchy conveys waves which are able to elevate, to contrast and calm the waves of chaos. So let us use this opportunity of this auspicious moment, standing in this equinox energy, to play a part in this process. Okay, so let us settle in our body. Relaxing, connecting with the Earth Mother. Coming fully into this present moment. Touching base with our heart between the shoulder blades. And we purify it in harmlessness. And let us collect our mental forces in the center of the head. Standing stable. And expanding into a planetary perspective. Standing as the soul in incarnation, in the will to peace, the will to equilibrium. And visualizing ourselves now coming together on a mountaintop in a sphere of pure light. Linking with each other, heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul. And realizing that we are energetically connected with all soul-guided servers around the planet as part of the planetary Ajna Center. And here, let us stand calm. Taking our place between the two great lines of force. As a magnet of stability and balance. Turning our eyes towards humanity. And focusing in now on the Middle East region. Getting a sense of Israel and of what is to be the state of Palestine. And all the other nations and ethnic and religious groups, the long-standing ones, the civilizational nations, and the new ones, relatively, created 100 years ago. And observing them in this pressure zone between the two great lines of force, in this intensity of this planetary vortex, playing out humanity's old issues, all these karmic residues, and in turn having its effect on the whole of humanity. Take a few moments to just witness it, standing calm and in balance. And let us open now our consciousness to our ashramic co-workers, to their protective presence and their much wider perspective. And let us stand for a few moments with them in silence, in the silence of the equinox, in their perfect harmony and balance. Let us visualize now their harmony and balance streaming out towards humanity. And we hold this field of soothing and balancing as an act of the will to peace. And we know this is a peace which is brought about by the relinquishing of old outworn forms, thought forms and claims and narrow identities, and the awakening of the heart and soul consciousness. Let us invoke the Lords of Liberation to our aid for this work of evoking the soul light in humanity and forging together a path for the saving force on our planet. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to humanity. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, Almighty One. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may we stand with massed intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth, the end of woe has come. Come forth, Almighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, Almighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, Almighty One, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. See and sense a shaft of pure golden white light, broad and brilliant, flood West Asia. See a huge column of light pouring through all planes. Hold this column steady in the will to peace. See soul light flooding the mental plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the astral plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the etheric physical plane of the Middle East, penetrating into the earth, pouring into the old imprisoning patterns of separativeness, still lingering there. Holding this stream steady. See the saving force spreading to the entire Middle East, seeing it horizontally spreading into each nation, into each ethnic and religious group, elevating, purifying, liberating. Sense a subtle web that holds a new bottom line of the highest good of all, spreading and gaining substance as a scaffolding into the new age. Let's visualize the saving force flow in the whole Middle East and spreading all over the planet. We sound the great invocation first in Hebrew, and then let us hold a silence so it may reverberate through space, also in Arabic. מנקודת האור אשר בדעת אל, יזרום האור אל דעת האדם, ירד האור על פני האדמה. מנקודת האהבה אשר בלב האל, תזרום האהבה אל לבבות אנוש. ישוב מורה עולם אל פני האדמה. מהמרכז שבו נודע רצון האל, תנחה תכלית את רצונות אדם. תכלית אותה מורי האנושות יודעים ומשרתים. מהמרכז אשר נקרא המין האנושי, תוגשם תוכנית האהבה והאור, ויחתם הפתח אל הרע. יהי רצון ויחדשו אור, אהבה, עוצמה, את התוכנית על פני האדמה. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Allahu Amin.